How to have qualified candidates to hire restaurant staff. Hiring staff is one of the most important tasks that we have as a restaurant operator. 51% of restaurant operators in the United States says it is the main challenge. We need to have an easy and reliable procedure to have reliable candidates for our operation. And the best way to attract young talent is by using tools where they are more familiar. Today I'm going to tell you how we can do it and how it's worked for me. Before we start, we must have this information at hand. 1. Profile. First, we need before we start is to be clear about the profile of the position, with the minimum information required. 2. Salary. The amount we are willing to pay for the profile must be set. We must assume that there will be many requests and that we should not waste time analyzing requests that do not meet the profile. 3. Validate the requirements. Every position needs requirements. Some who need titles or criminal records. Additional, for remote positions, they need to be available on time and have no other work commitment. Online test. A series of online tests should be prepared to validate that the requirement knowledge is possessed by the candidate. Ideally, these should be tested with multiple answers and that only one is correct. This to make grading easier. The process. Let's use a tool called Zoho Recruit for the hiring process, which has a monthly cost for $21, and Zoho Survey for exam. This for $20. We could also use Google Forms. If we decide to compare both licenses, we could pay Zoho One, which gives us both apps for $35 per month. Step 1. Create a job opening. Here we must fill in the requirement field based on our information that we previously obtained. Step 2. Publishing the job. This shows us some job bags that will be published automatically. This is the true value for the tool. Since depending on the country, we will have different job bags that organically can be consulted by future candidates. Also, you can choose your own job company. The most effective job bags are Google, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Step 3. Choose the requirement form. This is where the candidates are requested to fill out a form required to be able to apply to opening job. This allows many unfit candidates to be filtered. Step 4. Manage candidate application. When the job opening is already published, this begins to appear in the job bag and the candidate begins to apply. Step 5. Create the test. You can create test forms and send them to candidates so you can rank them. It is recommended that you have close response so that you can assign grade. Additional, only take full forms. Also observe the time it took to respond to the test. Step 6. Candidates are ready. Now start your internal recruitment procedure. The advantage for this method is that we will have a lot of qualified candidates and these are obtained from the internet in a desirable segment for a restaurant. Remember to choose the one you think will be in the restaurant operator longer. Since 35% of restaurant operators' challenge are to retain and train staff. If the job is remote, you must ensure that the candidate has the required time. You can now there is a multiple job at the same time. As long as you have covered the job, do not forget to register in Soho Recruit so that it is published from the job box, and also that an email was sent thanking for the process participation and job closure. I hope you can use this tip and share it. I'll see you later.